on videos I played back with another how to play table and how to play the game Gem, which is from Perplexed, designed by Chris Handy. It's a charming auction game. It's all about gems, as you can see. 6 different types, and it is ranked number 3 on their scale here. It's challenging. It's an auction game. In this game, you are gem collectors who are using leveraging assets and using your wit to try to end up with the most prestigious and valuable gem collection. It's for 2 to 4 players, ages 12 and up, takes about 30 minutes. Each player, I had these backwards, is going to get 3 cards that have a value. These are money, coins, 1, 2, and 3. Here's what it says on the coin itself. It just says Perplexed. Okay, cool. It says Perplexed on the coin. So you got the value of $1, $2, and $3 coins to start. There's 12 of those. Each player gets 3. And then you have all these gem cards. You got blue sapphires, green emeralds, red rubies, orange topazes, purple amethyst, and you also have 3 of these single diamonds. And each one you collect at the end of the game can be worth 1 point each, as long as it is not on the red side. The red side means you don't currently have that asset in your control. Yeah, it'll make more sense in a bit. But any that's on the red side, you won't count. The green ones, you will count. And basically, you get 1 point for each gem. You also get 2 points if you are tied for a majority in that color. So, for instance, if I had 2 greens and they have 2 greens, and we have the most greens and we're tied, we each get 2 points. And whoever has a majority in one color, let's say I have the most amethyst in purple, then I would get 3 points. The majority is 3 points, tied majority is 2 points, and every gem itself is just 1 point. And you're going to have these cards you're going to have 6 rounds here. You're going to deal these into 3 sets of 3. So you're going to have 6 sets of 3 cards. It's a little bit different if you're doing 2 or 4 players. 2 or 4 players, the first set will have 4 cards. And then the last one will have 2, and the others will have 3. Not so why it's different. You always take the one that's on the leftmost side and put them on the table. And then everyone will proceed with a auction. This is a once around auction. That means is, let's say I'm the start player, I get to make an auction. They can make I get to make a bid. They can then make a bid that is higher than what I bid, or they can pass. And then the next person gets the same option. And then that's it. Whoever made the highest bid wins, and they get to select one of these. You don't specify which one you're bidding on. You don't say 2 on the green. No, you don't do that. You just say 2. So let's say I start off and I say 2. This player maybe they say 3. This guy says I'm going to pass. That's a little too rich for his blood. So this person wins with 3. They're going to take the 3 that they're spending for the auction, flip it face down, and now they cannot use that 3 again for this round. And they're going to collect one of these. Maybe they collect this green one, and they're going to put it red side facing up. This means it's not currently leveraged. They can't use it, but they'll be able to bring it back in for use later on. The game is played in 2 phases. The first one is this. It's the auction phase. And then you will move on to the, what did I call it? The reinvestment phase, which is where you can take any of these red ones and reinvest it by spending money to do that. So then, again, let's just say we start with this guy. Since he won, he's going to say, you know what, I'll say 2 on what's left here. This guy will say 3. I will pass. And so he's just spent 3 on one of these, and maybe he takes this one. And then I will say, maybe he says 1. I say 2. This guy passes. And so I get this one for 2. And I put this one here. So that's the auction phase. And you're going to do this 6 times. Then you go into the reinvestment phase. In the reinvestment phase, the first thing you're going to do is you can spend money in whatever the value is here to turn this around and be able to use it for the auction. So $2, I can spend this $3 one, I'll turn it upside down, and now I can activate this one essentially. So now it's worth 3. And then I can get my money back. You always get your money back at the end of the round. This guy has a value of 3, so he can spend these 2. Bring this one online, so to speak, and then gets his money back. And then this guy has a value 2, so he just does that, gets this one in, and then brings the others. And now we bring out the next 3 cards, and we do the same thing. But now, if you have these gems, you can use this. So if I bid 3, I can spend this and turn this upside down. And let's say I win the auction and I win this one. I just spent this $3 to win this, and I turn it face down. Eventually, once this round is done, I can then spend 3 and 2 to get these back. So you can always reinvest the gems and use the gems that you collect for the part of the auction. But you got to make sure that you're not spending too much in a way, because at the end of the game, like I said, any better like this on the red side, you will not be able to score. So keep that in mind. So eventually, everyone's going to end up with a bunch of gems. Let's say this guy ended up with this one on the red. That would be a weird one to do that. So let's say we ended up with something like this. And I'm going to just take my money out of the way here and show you my collection. So for scoring purposes, again, you're going to count 1 point for each one. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 points. Sorry. 9 points. This one, because it's in the red, I don't get to count. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 for gems. Then you see majorities or tied majorities. I don't have a lot of majorities. I have 3 blue, so I got majority in the blue, so I get 3 points for that. That brings me up to 12. I am tied in a majority for the diamonds, so that's another 2 points. So that's 14. I have 2 orange. He has 3. No, actually, he has 2. Those ones don't count. So we're tied for orange, so we get 2 points each there as well. So that brings me up to 16, I do believe. And then green, we each have 1, but he has 3. And the purple, he has the majority as well. So yeah, I would have like 16 points whenever this red one doesn't count. And whoever has the most points wins. Hopefully you can see that. It's a little hard to see with the colors, the light here. But yeah, that's what I have. And yeah, that's the game. It's a pretty, straightforward little game. Nice quality cards with linen finish. It's a pretty good game about auction. If you like auction type games. And yeah, I like that you can, use your money, use your gems for the purposes of winning auctions and whatnot. It's pretty cool. That is Gem. Comment, like, subscribe, and what you think. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it all makes sense.